Hey guys, it's time for a news dump. Ricky is deep in the swamps of northern Georgia.
He's not coming back, is he?
Doubt it. And I guess it's a good thing that you happened to be standing just to the left of me.
I showed
today.
up. I would say I was bequeathed to you by the news gods who gave you all these amazing stories this week.
Yeah.
There's been a lot going on, and I spun the wheel and it went tick, 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 Sonic, and I'm like, I'll take it.
Yeah, guys, we finally got a good look at that, Sonic the Hedgehog movie, what it's going to look like, and the general consensus is not good.
Oh.
That wasn't really shocking either, though. I mean, thanks to the steady drip of leaks and promotional materials to come out over the last few months. We saw the silhouette, we saw the legs, we saw the face. All terrible, but despite these serious red flags, a lot of us kept the faith that this still might end up being enjoyable despite what we had seen. And while it's true that none of us have seen the actual movie yet, we have seen the trailer for it, which, like all trailers, features a collection of moments from the film handpicked to entice us into paying money to go see it. And it looks like shit.
You described what a trailer was, and then you described what this trailer was.
Yeah.
So it would, however, be a bit of an overstatement to say that everyone thinks this movie looks like shit. If you go look at the likes and the dislikes for the trailer over on the YouTubes, you'll be surprised to find that approximately 1/3 of viewers watched this atrocity and then smashed that like button. But those people also might just be permanently operating under like 7 layers of irony because they're like, it does look good.
Yeah.
Bing, bong, boom. So to be fair, some good has come out of this abomination in the form of memes and social media posts, because that's how we cope nowadays. Mm-hmm. So we'll get to those memes in just a minute, but let's first just try to examine why exactly this trailer is so deeply unsettling.
Yeah, so things start out relatively okay here with Sonic doing the things that he's known to do. Going fast.
Check.
Talking about going fast.
Check.
Great, fine. But for whatever reason, in Sonic's Hedgehog hole, he puts on a tape of Coolio's 1995 Grammy Award-winning track, Gangsta's Paradise, which, while a good song, doesn't really fit in at all with what's going on here, and it plays throughout the entire trailer pretty much. Weird. Anyways, Sonic goes so fast while he's going fast that he somehow triggers an electromagnetic pulse which cuts power to the entire Pacific Northwest and prompts the Pentagon to call up the one guy qualified to deal with it, Jim...
Neil deGrasse... No. Well, it's not
I'd
Neil
watch
Tyson.
that. Well, actually...
He's a bit of an Eggman himself.
He is. No, it's Jim Carrey as Dr. Ivo Eggman Robotnik, Sonic's classic nemesis.
I feel like I've defeated him many, many times.
He just keeps coming back.
And he comes back, and he's played by Jim Carrey. Now, to be fair to old Jimbo, he does seem to be approaching this role the way he approached roles like Ace Ventura and The Mask, which is cool. It's vintage Jim Carrey.
Classic Carrey.
How he started Rubber Face, and he goes, Dr. Robotnik, way up there. But the scene used in the trailer to introduce him feels like a fucking eternity, despite lasting around 20 seconds. And the humor that it showcases it's basically like a joke from young Sheldon, and literally it contains the line, "You're basic."
Yeah.
You're basic. You didn't. I thought you might turn to dust, or I might turn to dust when I said that.
That moment physically hurt me when it happened.
The scene is bad, and then it's punctuated by like, hey, can you root around in the drawer of 2017 and see if there's any cool with
I was waiting for him to floss. And
flossing's too new. Flossing is too new for this trailer.
Maybe Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Well, they'll finally get the Fortnite dances in there.
Oh, thank God. So all this terrible shit we're talking about happens while Gangsta's Paradise, which is from another movie, starring Michelle Pfeiffer sitting backwards in a chair, continues to play for no damn reason, unrelated to what's happening on screen. So anyway, after that, we get our first really good close-up look at Sonic when Officer James Marsden busts in on him trespassing in someone's garage, and Marsden's horrified reaction to Sonic's weird human teeth is the only honest moment in this entire trailer.
Yeah, we're all James Marsden in this horrible, never-ending moment. Anyways, the rest of the trailer is just sort of Sonic and James Marsden doing battle with Dr. Eggman in not very interesting ways, leading into a scene that's pretty much a direct ripoff of the Quicksilver scene in X-Men Days of Future Past, but, fine, whatever. They're both fast characters. Although it is a bit odd how Sonic can do the, bullet time thing when 100 missiles are about to hit him. but not earlier in the trailer when Cyclops shoots him with a tranquilizer dart. And then the trailer ends with a scene where James Marsden accidentally implies that the blue hedgehog hiding in his duffel bag is actually a human child that he kidnapped, which the bystanders react to like it's just a bad case of BO or something, and not a serious human trafficking incident.
I think that
lots of laughs in this kids' film.
That joke lands real hard in 2019. It's like, ta-da! We got a kid in the bag, and I'm gonna do bad things to it.
Oh, that goofy man with a child in his duffel bag.
It's not his kid, though.
Not even his own kid. Wow, extra funny.
It's not gross that way.
And then at the end, we do get to see Dr. Robotnik looking more like his source material, thanks to apparently being electrocuted or something. That's cool. It's like, oh yeah, okay, that looks like, finally, something that looks like what it's supposed to look like.
Bottom line is it's just not a very good trailer, which is weird, because generally nowadays, even if a movie is terrible, we've all been duped, what they do is they get a trailer house to cut together 2 minutes or so of some decent footage to at least leave open the possibility that, hey, this movie might be worth separating you from your money and going to the theater. But this one feels like it was cut together by a film school undergrad who waited until the night before the trailer was due to start working on it. And it just raises so many questions on top of all the questions we already had going into it. And if you want to get real conspiracy theorists about it, just look at this director's filmography. This is his feature film directorial debut and his first credit in a decade. 10 years since this dude was credited on Where the Wild Things Are for animation, research, and development.
Clearly, this man is the one to hand our beloved 35-year-old franchise to like, bring it to the big screen for the first time.
It's either, he could be a patsy in the way where they go, this thing's gonna bomb.
Oh.
Can we put someone on it and then blame him?
Yes.
I don't know, but
interesting.
A decade in the oven gets you this, and this man is either a blood relative of someone very important or has a big file of blackmail on everyone at Paramount and said, hey, Kappa, give me the Sonic movie. And they're like, fucking take it.
Excuse me, Mr. Paramount, is this your tiny penis? Well, it'd be a shame. It'd be a big shame if that tiny penis were to make it onto the internet.
Is that a Sonic ring on your tiny penis?
Yeah.
Is that,
Yeah, I don't know. The whole thing just feels like money laundering to me.
It's,
something weird's going on behind the scenes of the Sonic movie.
Something smells.
Because not even the people like responsible for Sonic, like they seem completely uninvolved, and they all fucking hate it. They've been like vocal about it.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering why I freeze framed the video. Well, turns out after we stopped filming today, director Jeff Fowler, the guy with all the dick pics of the Paramount executives, he posted this on Twitter. Thank you for the support and the criticism. The message is loud and clear. You aren't happy with the design and you want changes. It's going to happen. Everyone at Paramount and Sega are fully committed to making this character the best he can be. Hashtag Sonic movie. Hashtag gotta fix fast. Wrench emoji. 2 fingers emoji. Apparently they're going to re-render, redesign, they're gonna change everything in time for the release date? Okay. Well, we'll see how that goes. Now back to the show.
Anyways, though, as we said earlier, the only good thing to come out of this is the posts. Great posts. There were, of course, lots of posts about those damn teeth. There were people like Ricky commenting on how Dr. Robotnik looks a lot like Dr. Disrespect.
True.
The taxidermied fox meme got all sorts of play.
All over.
Steve Buscemi eyes, of course, made an appearance. And people were weirded out at how similar the shot of Sonic and James Marsden driving was to this shot of James Marsden and the Easter Bunny's teenage son, E.B., in a car in 2011's Hop. Who could forget Hop?
You know what? And they go to commemorate 9/11. They said, we're going to make this movie Hop. No. 10 years after that, and then, this guy sat on the thing. You get your own red yarn and draw your own,
This is one of those things. It's just bad. It's just a lot of people fucking up. But like, it's like 9/11. The Sonic trailer. It's just so upsetting. It's so difficult for people to like process that they're drawn to like conspiratorial thinking to try to rationalize how this could have happened in their head. They don't want to believe that the world is evil enough to create something like this, so they have to like blame it on the Illuminati or
Something
something. Yeah.
And I'm just throwing this out there. I'm not a scientist, but I don't think jet fuel can melt gold rings.
Damn, that's a great tagline. That's how you save the movie right there.
That's put it up there. There it is. That's great.
Sonic did 9/11. Also, there were plenty of touch-ups to make Sonic look more like Sonic.
Which people did a great job.
Yeah, I'm like, we just hire all these people.
Hire these people.
But my favorite reaction to the trailer came from a Reddit user named Crew in a comment in r/movies, which I'll have Phil now just read to you.
I apologize in advance, Crew, for any science I maim, but here we go. Sonic let off an EMP powerful enough to knock out electronics on the entire Pacific Northwest. According to Go Northwest, the area has a population of around 15 million. Bump Reveal estimates that 3,978,497 babies are born every year in the United States. Using statistics from Bliss, it is estimated that about 1 in 7 babies in the UK require a neonatal unit upon their birth. Assuming this statistic translates to the United States, this would mean that 568,365 need this treatment in the US yearly. The United States has approximately 327.2 million people living there, meaning that the Pacific Northwest holds approximately 4.5% of the US population, translating to 25,576 babies needing neonatal treatment in the area yearly. Using Bliss's statistics again, it can be seen that the average stay in the neonatal clinic for a baby is 1 week. Considering there are 52 weeks in a year, this means that 1 out of 52 in this figure are in the clinics at any one time. This translates to 491 babies in the area where Sonic the Hedgehog immediately cuts complete power and life support to. Sonic is literally a mass baby murderer. I'm sorry. God damn, that's some good math. That's some good sciencing. So,
They
Your
did
Honor,
the math.
Your Honor, this hedgehog killed 491 babies.
Throw him in The Hague. Send him to Guantanamo.
I would think that this would turn into a mob scene for everyone playing a game, corrupt save files, any ransom notes you're writing that you didn't have autosave turned on to, people watching Game of Thrones and such, all gone.
Yeah. EMPs, it's not fun in games, guys.
He's just like, gotta go fast,
Yeah.
and then he's just addicted
Stop
to
it,
go
Sonic.
fast.
You're killing babies. Every time you run, a baby dies.
That's right, I forgot. And 491 fictional babies died in this scenario. So
This is the future liberals want. But yeah, there you have it. If you're a good Christian, you will be, of course, skipping this baby-killing propaganda disguised as a kid's movie based on a video game because, horrible. And if you're not Christian, you'll probably skip it too. In all seriousness, though, this is a kid's movie. That's important to remember. I mean, we live in this weird pop culture situation where people expect the stuff that they enjoyed as children, which was designed to be enjoyed by children, to remain up to their intellectual standards over a generation later. Like, yeah, this movie looks terrible, and it seems like the people behind it could have done a much better job at making it, but this also just looks like another Alvin and the Chipmunks or Smurfs or Woody Woodpecker, all of which we watched as kids and then moved on from long before they could be turned into bad movies for stupid babies. Stupid living babies.
Oh, what's that? You think blocks are neat? Mm-hmm. Here's some flickering colors for 90 minutes.
Yeah, the babies are gonna love this movie.
This is gonna be great because they don't even know the source material. They go, go!
Yeah.
I'm gonna shit my pants. These aren't even pants. You throw these pants out when I'm done
they just
shitting
go
them.
in the trash.
That's it.
Yeah, it would have been awesome if they'd taken, more of a Into the Spider-Verse approach here and made a movie for kids and adults, but they didn't, and it's also, doing that isn't easy. It's hard. But hey, at least you've still got, 100 Sonic games to go play if you want something more authentic. There's no shortage of Sonic media out there.
And easily, 42 of them are good.
Yeah.
The newer ones are very hit or miss.
My favorite is Sonic and All-Stars Racing, which
Such
is,
a good game.
in my opinion, controversial take here, better than Mario Kart.
That's a Transformed is good as well. It's pretty fucking hard when you play when you're trying to unlock stuff, but once you realize it's not Mario Kart,
Yeah.
once you realize you're drinking Pepsi, it's good. I'm okay with it. You know, some of the weapons are kind of whack. Anyway, I could go turn this into an episode of Tugs with Dig That Bitch Up. But yeah, adding insult to injury here is the fact that Detective Pikachu released a new trailer a day after that abomination Sonic trailer, and while it's also clearly for children, Detective Pikachu looks fun and good and enjoyable by fans and non-fans regardless of their age. That's the thing, that's the Pixar magic sauce that happens when you can go see that stuff and you got the parent going, oh, well, this isn't a colossal waste of my time, and the kid is going, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
So yes, this is kind of proof that it's entirely possible to take a weird cartoonish Japanese video game property for kids and adapt it to a movie 25 years later that's enjoyable for both OG fans who are now grown-up adults whose brains worked and little kids whose brains are smaller and kind of don't work as well.
You can't even control their buttholes.
Wait, what's multiplication, kids? Anyway, yeah, so it's easy to dismiss the outcry around Sonic as just a bunch of man-babies crying into their waifu pillows, but the timing of Detective Pikachu actually validates all of your grievances, all of ours.
Yeah.
You are right to be upset.
Yeah, yeah.
You're allowed to.
This could have been done properly, and it wasn't. And it's okay to be mad.
This is one of those, it's the side-by-side meme when it's like, oh, this is how the cake is supposed to look. And it's like, look what we did. And it's just this like chud baby melted wax figure you left on the radiator too long.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
I want the one in the picture.
Yeah, he wants that one.
Yeah.
It's not.
Anyways, in other news, you may have seen a few weeks back, although who can tell anymore?
Time machine.
A few weeks back on social media, a high school over in New Jersey was doing something a little unusual for this year's student theater production. Ridley Scott's Alien. Video snippets of that play made their way online, and the general response was that this was cool as shit.
Yes, it was.
Way cooler than any of the plays my high school did.
It was, seeing those, if you didn't tell me and be like, look what they're doing on Broadway, look what they're doing, professional, with the budget. With the budget, man.
Yeah, like, I mean, obviously the production value is not huge. This is a high school, but like,
it looked
what they
cool.
did, bringing fucking Alien to life on the high school stage, clearly a labor of love.
Yes.
A lot of work went into it.
Yes.
These are talented children. And, but yeah, now you can watch North Bergen High School's entire play here on YouTube, or at least it's a cell phone video of the whole thing. It's not ideal, but...
It's how it's meant to be seen.
Yeah, yeah.
The Russo brothers were like, this is
You haven't seen it until you've watched it on a shitty fucking iPhone that like falls out of frame every 30 seconds.
And someone laughs and it jiggles. This is great.
It even features an introduction by Sigourney Weaver, who previously praised the play in a YouTube message, and then she showed up and surprised all the students before their performance.
How pants-shittingly cool is that?
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, high school sucks. Don't miss it. But what this high school did was very cool.
It made me a little emotional to see like how genuinely proud of you're like, the kids are doing stuff.
Yeah.
And they're getting recognized, and it's
like
not
Ridley
just,
Scott gave like $5,000 to their theater program.
Like, here's the thing. If the Damn Daniel kid gets and Damn Daniel get to go on Ellen, like, this is the yin to that yang that kind of help balance it out. And like,
I want to see him do more like scary movies. Like, can you imagine like the original Halloween as
really
a stage play? Be great.
The Thing. That might be a little intense, but you could have all the people coming out as the OG Thing from the 80s.
Yeah.
So tons of ideas. Anyway,
Battlefield Earth?
Battlefield Earth, the classic book from the Bible, Battlefield Earth.
As L. Ron Hubbard meant for it to be seen. On stage.
I would imagine John Travolta would enroll in high school and be like, hey kids, fellow kids, what's going on?
Yeah.
And then everyone would be like, you're just John Travolta. He's like, John Travolta has hair, I don't.
Did she put up a fight?
Too soon. Anyway, one last thing before we go and watch that Sonic trailer again. Microsoft recently updated their Xbox community standards, which is basically their terms of service you have to follow if you don't want to lose your account. Easy stuff. Don't break the law. Bam, done. And don't be a hateful asshole who calls other people slurs. Anyway.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Anyway, the new community standards include some very helpful examples of what the difference is between acceptable trash talk and going too far. That's where she put up a fight. And yes, it's basically just talk all the trash you want without being a hateful bigot. Here's what going too far sounds like. And you know what? If we do a good enough job, I think Sigourney Weaver might show up.
Oh, shit. Hey, profanity. That was some serious potato aim. Get wrecked, trash.
Cheap win. Totally expected from a racial slur. Now, this is... when I read
Obviously,
this,
they can't write the racial slur.
But hold on, they're
Yeah.
not going to tell you what the racial slur is. Because
Yeah.
what if you're like, I'm not bigoted towards those people. I'm bigoted towards a totally different type of people.
My prejudices are very specific.
I was when I saw this, I was looking for the best screenshot to then just really type out some horrific things. But then I realized that level of irony just makes me a horrific person.
Yeah. Only reason you went positive was you spent all game camping. KYS, kid.
What does KYS stand for?
Kill yourself.
Oh, thank you very much. Hold on, let me put on my get sexual threat. Can't believe you thought you were on my level.
What could that sexual threat be? Get harassed at work.
Get become a successful woman who climbs up the chain despite the numerous threats you face in the workplace, and then your boss inappropriately touches you at a work party 4 years into a job that you've earned.
Get passed over for a raise.
You can't just be get fucked, because that's not a sexual threat.
It's rape. Pretty sure they're talking about rape.
Oh, that old chestnut.
Yeah. You suck. Get out of my country. Maybe they'll let you back in when your KD's over 1.
Now, this is the one that actually makes the least sense out of them. Because I would think if they're like, I don't know, if there's some sort of genocide, they're going to be like, it's your KD. 0.92. Interesting.
Once the gamers are in
Why don't
control
you-
of the government, they're going to ask for everyone's KD, and, they're going to build a wall, and everyone with KDs under 1 are going to get kicked out. The problem, though, is that once you kick out all the scrubs in this new gamer government, the people who are left, it's going to even out. Not everyone's going to have a positive KD anymore, and they're going to have to keep kicking people out and get tighter and tighter until there's hardly anyone left. And then all the scrubs, they're going to climb right back over that wall, and they're going to come for you, and it's going to be Game of Thrones all over again.
First they came for the gamers, and I did nothing, because I was baiting.
Anyway, that's this week's show. If you haven't, we got other episodes this week.
I'm
Phil,
sorry.
What are you doing nowadays?
I'm still working on making shows for DC Universe. If you like comics, if you like anything DC related, check it out. DC Universe. You can get a free trial stuff. I'll tweet
It's
about
like
that.
every DC comic, ever? Up till 6 months ago or something crazy like that?
So right now you can read up to it's an ever-growing list, but there's 20,000 comics on there, and they everything up until the last year, pretty much everything is on there, and you can all the good stuff like Batman the Animated Series is remastered in HD.
Oh.
Doom Patrol is a really good show, and it's not like I'm not qualifying it I watch Doom Patrol because we make shows. We do a Talking Dead style thing after it, and it's a good fucking show. It's a good show. So check it out if you're into that kind of stuff, and if not,
Get the app, nerds.
beep bop boop boop beep.
Anyway, see you next week.
Gotta go.
Bye-bye.